the government is encouraging and getting empowered. Sir, as you all aware, we have 65 lakh self-help group members. And the dream of the Chief Minister, Sri Revanth Reddy Garu, is to see to that it reaches 1 crore members of the self-help groups. This is our target. And sir, I would like to bring to your kind notice, though we have so many financial constraints, that we have decided the women of this state is our Mahalakshmi, that we respect so much, that for everything first we praise and pray to the Mahalakshmi. That is our culture and our custom also. We thought, the entire cabinet under the leadership of Sri Revanth Reddy Garu, that we must empower the entire women folk of this state. They are part of our society. They are not less than 50% of our population. If we can empower the women, that we are more or less empowering our own state. So we kept a target. Though the scheme, it has been there for quite a long time, but in between 1 decade, this has been totally neglected. It has been not only neglected, forgotten also. The moment we have come to power, that we have decided we must encourage the self-help group members and we have to empower them. By empowering them, that we can see to that the money is circulated among the poor and middle class families and even the rural areas also. But when we calculated, it is coming to thousands of crores. But still, our CM told us, come what may, whatever we are going to face the hurdles, but we have to do something for our women folk, so let us go ahead. Then we thought, okay, we'll start from first year minimum of giving 20,000 crores interest-free loans to our women folk. Like it's, if we calculate it for the 5 years, it will reach minimum of 1 lakh of crores. 1 lakh crores of circulating to the women with a interest-free loan, by which they can become the best of the best entrepreneurs in the state, for which we already conducted so many meetings by involving the bankers also. In the name of SLBC, we conducted along with the Rural Development and Women and Child Welfare Ministry, that the kind of schemes what all available for them in the villages, and also the new schemes what we can offer from the state government. As our CM has been talking, all the new avenues in the state, the revenue resources avenues are being taken away by the corporate sectors like Adani and Ambani's. Why only Adani and Ambani's? Why not to our women? Let us think about it. Now the new scheme has come, solar power. Solar power, most of the industrial or corporate sector people only, or affluent people only are coming for this kind of sectors. Then we thought, okay, we will organize whatever the solar sector is there. Let us start with minimum of 1,000 megawatt power by allotting at least not less than 1 megawatt to 5 megawatt power to all the self-help group members throughout the state. For that, we have tied up with the bankers with a less rate of interest, and also the DISCOMs, the energy department, we entered into an MOU along with the energy department, self-help group, in the sense women and child welfare and rural development. We got into an MOU, and the scheme we have already announced and called for the tenders also. This is going to be are the first of its kind in the country. Nowhere, no state, so far, this kind of power projects are given to women. And also, sir, we are already implementing the free bus travel to all the women in the state. Sir, I would like to bring to your notice, minimum of 400 crores we are paying per every month for the travelling charges of the women of the state. So what we thought, now why only free travelling? Apart from that, anyway we are thinking of giving thousands of crores for them, interest-free loans. Why not we find out some avenues, some revenue resources activities from the RTC also. Then we thought we will give them the RTC buses also for them to buy and let it to RTC department, whereby the government is seeing that they will get the interest-free loans, they will buy the buses and they will give it to on lease to the RTC. RTC in turn they will make the money to them, so that we are finding them the revenue and revenue resource also, so that they will have a safe lending and safe entrepreneurship. The RTC and also other revenues like what we have experienced now, the canteens, where all the canteens are possible in the state, all those canteens have been given it to self-help group members only. And sir, and today we are seeing the premises of this. I think this is the richest area, costliest area of the entire Telangana. This area has been earlier government, previous government, they have given it to somebody, those who are belonging to them, to use it for a night bazaar and for other revenue resources for their own family or close relatives. The moment we have come to know this, the moment after coming to our power, we come to power, our Chief Minister said, why not? We will give this center also to our mothers and sisters, so that they can come here, whatever they produce, they can come here and exhibit it, and they can sell it, and they can make the money, and they can get a feeling that they are selling their product in a place, richest place of the state. This area is really giving them so much of confidence and self-respect. Yeah. IT. Yeah, sir. This is in the middle of the high-tech city and IT activities. The world is getting exposed to this center. The people all over the world, they come here and work in all the IT sector. They come here, they buy the product, they will make it to the whole world that the self-help groups of Telangana is doing like this, and they can also carry to the whole world the message of our self-help groups. And sir, we request you, even in future also, wherever there is a possibility of empowering our women folk, we will go to any extent, because we wanted to see that our women folk as Mahalakshmis to empower, to educate their children, to have a better house, to lead their life with a lot of self-dignity and self-respect. For this, our government is committed, and government is not going to come back even any kind of hurdles that we are going to face financially also. Sir, our department, particularly self-help group department, which is looking after by our Sitaka, she also comes from a small rural area where she has seen the miseries, the problems of the poor people, how women faces the problem. And with that kind of a commitment today, she is taking the responsibility of whatever the government has given the agenda to her, and she is trying to do level best to implement the idea of our government to see to that the self-help groups goes heights and heights in the country, and finally the whole country will come to Telangana, and the Telangana model, the self-help groups empowering of women, is going to be a task bearer for the entire country. So I once again thank you so much for coming with a family and buying something, having a tea and the other things also what all that they have prepared, and it is kind of an encouragement for them, sir. Definitely it will help us in future also to go ahead with more vigor and spirit. And నేను మన మహిళలందరికీ కూడా మరొకసారి మీ అందరికి విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను తల్లి. ఈరోజు ఈ ప్రభుత్వం ఇందిరమ్మ ప్రభుత్వం రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారి ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా రాష్ట్ర మంత్రిమండలి మొత్తం కూడా అనేక రకాలైన ఆర్థిక ఇబ్బందులు ఉన్నప్పటికి కూడా మీ అందరి కోసం ఏం చేయడానికైనా సిద్ధంగా ఉందని చెప్పడానికి సిద్ధపడింది. ఈరోజు అమ్మ ఆదర్శ పాఠశాలలో మీకే బాధ్యత చెప్పాం. ఆ పాఠశాలలో బట్టలు కుట్టే బాధ్యతని మీకే చెప్పాం. ఆర్టీసీలో తిరిగే బస్సుల బాధ్యత మీకే చెప్పబోతున్నాం. భవిష్యత్తులో వెలుగులు ఇచ్చేటువంటి సూర్యకాంతిని మీకే చెప్పబోతున్నాం. ఎక్కడ అవకాశాలు ఉన్నా ప్రతి అవకాశాన్ని మీకే ఇవ్వబోతున్నాం. దానికి కావాల్సిన ఆర్థిక పరం మా మీద ఎంత పడుతున్నప్పటికి కూడా ఆ భారాన్ని తీసుకోవడానికి మా ప్రభుత్వం సిద్ధంగా ఉందని చెప్పి మీ అందరికీ తెలియజేస్తూ, మీరు తిరిగి మీ జిల్లాలకు వెళ్ళి సాధ్యమైనంత మేరకు సభ్యులందరినీ ఎక్కువగా మీరు చేర్పించుకొని ఆ సభ్యులందరికీ కూడా రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు ఈ ప్రభుత్వం ఇచ్చిన సందేశాన్ని ప్రతి ఇంటికి చేర్చి వాళ్ళందరూ ఆర్థికంగా ఎదగటానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి పరిస్థితులు ప్రభుత్వం అందిస్తూ ఉంది, మనం అందిపుచ్చుకోవాలని చెప్పి వాళ్ళందరితో ప్రతిజ్ఞ చేపించి మీరు ముందుకు నడిపించే కార్యక్రమాన్ని మీరు తీసుకోవాల్సిందిగా నేను మీ అందరికీ విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తూ, పాల్గొన్నటువంటి మీ అందరికి కూడా మరొకసారి నా హృదయపూర్వకమైనటువంటి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ, లాస్ట్ థింగ్ which I forgot to bring to your notice, sir, the schools, we are giving the uniform. Earlier government, that uniform they used to give it to some contractors, but we changed it to giving it to self-help group members. For them to stitch the dresses also, we extended the financial assistance to buy the sewing machines, through which we have given them the training and they are getting stitched and they are submitting to, distributing to the schools, by which they are making crores of rupees also. And also, sir, Young India Integrated Residential School, which is going to be a novel institute in the entire country. So far, no state is having this kind of a school. The school which is going to have all SCs, STs, BCs, OCs, all of them are going to study in one single roof with a complex of so many other facilities like sports and other facilities also. That school also, having all these kinds of facilities, and I request very soon we are going to, lay the foundations. Already 30 schools we have already laid the foundation stones, and we would like to make you to visit those schools also once. All the residential schools where all the students, when they are suffering for want of food, nutritious food, though for 1 decade there is no prices have been increased for the diet bills, we ourselves thought and we have increased the diet bills to the 40% at a time. So I request on behalf of the residential schools and the education department, I request you to visit one of the residential schools in near future, so that the school children also will get an inspiration that the governor has come to our school and an inspired person. So I request on behalf of the entire government to make a visit once very soon. And also I thank all the members. With these words I conclude, and I appreciate the department right from the Chief Secretary to the entire department who all have organized and with the spirit what the government is giving, that they have been doing it. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.